Hey guys, my name is Sean Elders and this is Pinnacle Combat Arts. Today we're going to be talking about lateral step exercises and drills with the knife. Let's get started. First of all, when you're working your lateral step, basic lateral step means that it's basically almost like you're walking, okay? 1 foot steps, and then you just step back, making sure that you maintain a good shoulder width apart distance so that you're able to maintain your stance. But basically what it is, you're creating a triangle going forward and going back. And so this is a great exercise that with a partner, you can start to practice different types of, you can practice your timing, your line familiarization, you can practice different types of attacks with the knife when you're practicing this. And so the first aspect is we're going to practice what they call the outside sector pass. Okay, the outside sector pass is when he gives me the number 1, I'm getting out of the way of that attack, and then he gets out of the way of the attack. And our right foot is the thing that is moving, okay, forward and back, our right foot. Let's see that. So even if I didn't catch it, see, if I don't catch it with my hand, I still can pass it with my inside my hand. But the idea is that you're trying to practice picking it up. When you pick it up, I want to use just these 2 middle fingers, and I'm going to put that here. My thumb's going to stay out of the way, and I'm just going to pass it. What I'm going to do is I want to just pass that direction out of the way. The lateral step, what the lateral step does is it helps create distance, okay? Because if I'm just standing here and he comes in and I do that, I'm going to bring that knife right to me. That's bad news, okay? What you want to do is, if you're not ready and somebody comes in, this is where you're going to step here, okay, and then you can come back with a counter attack. So this is a great exercise, okay. Now notice what I'm doing with my knife hand when I'm not using it. I'm keeping it pointing back at them. You can do it at the rib cage or you can do it at the hip. It's all up to you where you want to be. I like it up here. When I train military, you have the kits, and the kit, you can put the knife right against the kit. And so if somebody comes in on you and they give you high level of pressure, they're actually going to impale themselves when they come in close. So I usually put my knife up a little bit higher, but you can also practice putting it at the hip. The difference between putting it at the hip and putting it up here is because it takes less distance to come in and come straight in for the attack than it does if it's down here. If it's down here, this is the way I was taught both ways, but coming in this way, there's more distance that I have to travel. This is less distance to travel, if that makes any sense. Okay, so when I'm doing it, yep, I'm keeping that knife ready to go, because if I go here, see this, and I can come in and I'm able to follow up, I'm able to engage quicker. Okay, so this is the basic movement. So make sure you're cutting at the neck, okay, when you're doing this. The lateral step is what's helping us get out of the way, because if I did it like this, see that? See, it would just be me getting out of the way. But I'm using my hand to also get a feel, because if he came in forward again, then I would be able to feel that. Okay, let's do it on the other side. So I'm coming in, and then he's coming in. Just like that. Okay. All right, so that's the first one. That's the first aspect that you want to practice, okay? Actually, what you actually want to do is you want to do this in the mirror first. If you're brand new to this, you would get in front of the mirror and you would just you would go, this is the stepping back point, this is the attacking point. So as I step back, I parry, and just parry it right across where the neck would be. You just parry it just like this. And then I come in and I attack. I step back, I parry, and I come in and attack. So this is a great exercise to do when you're alone as well. You can do this with a machete, or you can do this with a knife, okay? If it was a machete, you would have it more chambered on the shoulder position chamber as you pass back, and then you would cut and make sure that line is nice and straight when you do it, okay? But when it's the knife, you're gonna cut those odds, make the movement a little bit tighter, okay? Then you do it with your partner. So then what we can do is there's attacks inside of it. So when I'm passing like this, the first one I could do is come behind it and cut the arm. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, and we could call that a outside guillotine or whatever you want to call it. Okay, outside sweeping cut. Doesn't really matter what you call it. What matters is that you make it functional in your arsenal. That's what matters. Okay, so then the next one would be on the inside, just like that. So let's do it a little bit slower. So I'm cutting, as I'm passing, I'm cutting, but I'm staying out of range, okay? So if you're having trouble with this, you need to go back to the beginning and really practice first. You gotta remember, we've been doing this for a long time, okay? Okay, so now I'm putting that inside guillotine. Okay, if I attack him, put it out there, and cutting inside guillotine, okay, with the knife, all right? And so this is a great exercise to develop that timing. You could start off slow and you speed up like that. And what's nice with these knives I make, they're soft touch knives. So they're good for, you know, making contact. You're not gonna get hurt doing it. You can, you know, aircraft aluminum knife or a polymer, it's just tough, you know, it's real tough when irritated, but this you can do it all day long and it's gonna feel fine, okay? Okay, so you have outside, you have inside, okay? Those two movements are probably some of the most important. And what we can do is we can go take it up a notch, okay? And the way that you take it up a notch is what we can do is as he comes in, I push this down really as hard as I can, okay? I'm trying to sling. What I'm doing is I'm trying to create timing, because what's happened without you defending it, I would come in and I would attack him here, you see? So from this angle, let's do it from this angle. So when we're doing the flow like this, okay, don't respond. This is gonna be really hard because I've trained him to respond to this, okay? But when I come in, that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm coming in and cutting, stabbing, or whatever I wanna do from there, okay? But what the response is gonna be is when he slings my arm down like this, he's gonna come in, boom, I'm gonna capture this, okay? Just like that. So it's gonna be what they call the outside sector, okay? My right hand to his right hand outside, okay? So again, when we're doing the exercise, okay, and he does it whenever he wants, boom, I come in like this. I'm gonna circle this around and capture it, okay? I'm gonna pull him and then I'm gonna give him the shanking. So as we go back and forth, just like that. So if I do it to him, boom, yep, and he comes right in this position. You see what he just did? So again, if we do it slow and he slings me down, I'm gonna bring this hand up, okay? All I'm doing is I'm circling this around. I'm capturing this with this hand. Here. I'm gonna pull, and I can go here. I personally like to pull this to the to my outside and come in and give him the knife on this side. So I'll show you on this side. Mm-hmm. So as when it comes in, I'm going here. I'm gonna draw this around. Okay, I pull and I'm coming in this way. I'm getting away from that knife and I'm just gonna give him a bunch of holes. Okay, so when I come here, he slings it down. I capture it. He could be coming in this way. Mm-hmm. See this? He comes in that way. Okay, it could be he could be thrusting in this way. Boom, and I come in here. I'm gonna grab that up. I'm gonna pull like this away from me, and then I'm gonna give it to him just like that. That's one way. The other way is to do the Dumog. Well, this is both Dumog, but when he comes in with that attack, I'm gonna come in. I'm sorry, I'm doing it the outside. I come in on the outside like this, okay? And the other way is they grab here, and then there's a double thrust. But if they strong arm you, then you don't have anything. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'd rather just get in there and get it done and teach the proper, the way that you need to. You're in a nasty, violent altercation, you've got to take care of business, okay? This person's trying to kill you. So that's my whole thing, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. So take all those parts, practice them, comment down below. I'll see you next time. Go to our website, pinnaclecombatarts.com. There you can find out more about what I do and the classes that I provide. Thank you guys so much for your support and have a great day.